What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Rep Talk podcast. Today we are with Anna Pieri, and she has been through a big lifting journey in the past year and made incredible progress. Anna, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Anna Pieri. I'm in my third year of college. I go to Ramapo College. I'm an education major, and one of my hobbies include lifting.
Yeah, I mean, she's been through a lot in the past year. She started going to the gym last year. She started off around 180 pounds and actually dropped to 130. She lost 50 pounds in the span of actually like a few months. And yeah, tell us about this journey.
This really started. I was never a person who really did physical activity. I was never athletic growing up. I was never into the gym. I never really liked participating in gym class. But it never interfered with like my body, because I always had such a fast metabolism. I was always a pretty like fit kid, even though I didn't really have physical activity until I went away for college. And then I started gaining a lot of weight, and um it was weird because then I started not being able to fit in the same clothes I used to be able to fit in, and um I didn't realize how much weight I was really gaining, and like I was so in denial and stuff. And I ended up leaving that college and coming home, and I had so much free time in my hands because when I came home, I wasn't like super duper busy. Like all I did was like online classes, and like um I did online classes, and then I worked part-time like 3 days a week for like 4 hours. Therefore, I had a lot of time in my hands, and I was really trying to find hobbies and stuff. And I also feel like I was just kind of getting tired of like being the way I was. I was tired of like eating bad and having no physical activity. And I just said, like, eventually there's time for a change. So I got a membership at the local Planet Fitness and went from there.
Yeah, and in those first few months you had of lifting, were they hard? Like, did you ever say like I want to quit?
It's actually kind of funny because tried to start before I started, like the first time I started, the second time I started. The first time I started was summer of 2022, the year before I went to that college. And I tried to get into it because I was saying that I wanted to get a little bit more fit for college, but it wasn't like, now that I look back at it, I wasn't doing it right. Like I was still not doing anything correctly, and I made no progress in those 2 months. I don't think I even lost a pound. Like I stayed the same, even though I thought I was like working my butt off at the gym. I didn't see a difference. But when I went back last year, February of 2024, um, I kind of had a different attitude about it because I paid for this like ultimate membership where I would get all the benefits. So in a way, I felt like since I'm paying all this money, I should go. And I started like looking up workout routines. And before I started even like going to the gym, I was like already on like a weight loss journey to like lose some weight. And I think at that point I already lost like 20 pounds. So I think it made it easier for me for that too. But I really just started looking at it as a hobby instead of looking at it as a task.
Yeah, I mean it's a very unorthodox way of going about it. I mean, when I first started going to the gym, I wanted to quit. I People took my weights. I mean, I just wanted to quit. I never liked going to the gym. In high school, I hated going to the gym. And even like that first 2 weeks of college, I hated it. But for some reason, doing a lot of workouts all the time, I had nothing else to do. I really just started loving the gym. Like you started loving the gym the first off. But mine wasn't a weight loss journey. I tried losing weight, but I actually gained 15 pounds, but probably a muscle because I was like kind of skinny fat at that time. But yeah, I mean, with Planet Fitness, I mean, how does lifting there like how's it different from working with a commercial gym for listeners?
Well, there is definitely a difference because I usually go to Planet Fitness because that's all that there is in the area. But when I get the opportunity to like go to other gyms, it's nice because at Planet Fitness we don't really have benches, we don't have barbells. Like we just have Smith machines and dumbbells. And you know what? That does the job, but it's cool because like at like other gyms like Crunch or Gold or even Powerhouse, like there's actual like they're all different kinds of like fancy machines. And I would notice that like I would hit like whenever I would go to those gyms and stuff, obviously I would leave the gym more sore, leave the gym feeling like more accomplished, but I still feel accomplished after leaving Planet Fitness. But yes, there's a big culture shock there.
Big culture shock. I mean, from the color of the walls, I feel Planet Fitness though is it's intentionally like that so people don't go to the gym, so they don't use the equipment and don't wear out the equipment. They have
Yeah,
purple walls,
maybe.
which is kind of like, an eyesore looking at purple walls when you're working out and the music too. But it does
Yeah.
get the job done. If you're really a determined lifter, Planet Fitness is a cheap option that is
It
good
does
to go
have
to.
everything you need. In a way, it does have everything you need. It doesn't have the advanced machines that other gyms do, but it does have as long as they're dumbbells, I feel like you could do anything.
Yeah, the only problem with those dumbbells is it only goes up to 75s, which,
Well,
I
that's
mean, you
fine
could do
for
rep
me.
work. Fine for most lifters, it's fine for you, but for someone like me who the 75s is like paperweights, it's like, I wish they could invest in larger ones, but I see more newer and newer Planet Fitnesses that are like actually trending like to that direction. They actually
Yeah.
opened a Planet Fitness near me in Middletown, New York, that has squat racks, has benches, and the dumbbells go up to hundreds. And it's no more purple walls. It's like kind of like modern and like it's white. It's like it's a sleek look. It's a modern look. And one day I want to go try that out
Yeah.
because I know there's other locations. One of the few ones in the United States that are like
Yeah.
that. Atlanta, Georgia was like one of the first ones to do that. I know that, but yeah, Planet Fitness. I go there. I get a good lift in, but I never like feel the amount of like accomplishment like I do at a Gold's Gym, which is my home gym, or the Edge Fitness Club, which is in Fairfield.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And yeah, I mean, also, what's the dieting like, Anna?
Well, now that I'm like I think my relationship with food is very um balanced because I still do eat all my favorite stuff that I used to eat when I was 55 pounds heavier. I still do because I believe that you need to see food as like you can't see food as like an enemy and you can't see it as a best friend either. So you
Yeah,
have to like I still like when I come back from the gym, I'll usually eat like avocado like an avocado toast with like an egg and like a Eco's Greek yogurt. And then um for dinner I would probably have like chicken and rice or like steak and rice or just anything with like high protein, anything like small. But like when I go out if I'm going out to eat with my friends, like I will order my favorite meal, even if it is 1,000 calories, you know? So that's so I think my diet consists of a lot of balance. And I
yeah,
wasn't like that in the beginning, obviously. Like in the beginning, it was obviously not balanced. It was obviously all healthy because I was trying to lose weight. But now I'm just trying to maintain my weight. And I feel like you can still eat all your favorite foods and remain healthy.
that is entirely true. I mean, I feel my metabolism is catching up to me though with food. I was 180, 185 for the most of my lifting journey. Then out of nowhere over winter break, I don't know what happened. I gained like 30 pounds, but it wasn't like I was like fat. I got pretty muscular. I'll put actually a picture up right now of a little transformation. This is like a week into my cut though, this picture to be fair, but I was probably around 208 in this picture. But in the left side, it was like 190 or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I gained a lot of weight. I feel like my metabolism is catching up to me, but I still eat my favorite foods. But on the cut, I got to stay consistent on the diet. But if I maintain, I'll be able to eat like those
Yeah.
1,500 calorie light snacks and just any food I like
Is there any other
McDonald's.
questions you have?
I have a few other questions actually. I mean, what's your split like?
My workout split?
Yeah.
So it goes from Saturday till Friday or Thursday. And Saturday, I always do glutes and hamstrings. And then Sundays, I'll do cardio and core. Mondays, I'll do back and biceps. Tuesdays, I'll do push. So push is triceps, shoulders, and chest. Um, and then Thursday, I'll do some more cardio and core, just like any even like I would try to like put some Pilates workouts in there, like just a bunch of different stuff in there. It's just kind of like my free day.
Yeah. And you're so do you go to any spin classes or anything like that, like to keep fit?
Yeah, I take classes like like once every couple weeks at Orange Theory. I don't go much often because obviously it's not as affordable as like a Planet Fitness. But I also take classes there, and my mom works out at Crunch Fitness, so I also work out there too and take classes there.
Nice, nice. But what's like the environment like at those gyms, like an Orange Theory or a spin class at Crunch? So when you go to Orange Theory, like how does it differ from not just Planet Fitness, but like a Gold's Gym?
Well, it's not a gym, it's classes. So it would be
Yeah,
like a class with like dumbbells and treadmills. It's not like they have like it's not like an actual like gym, you know. You can't just like
yeah,
go in there and free lift. So that's definitely much different than like a regular gym. And the vibes are also kind of nice too because you would think that like a spin class they play their own music, but you wouldn't think it would be the best music. But believe it or not, they actually have some like awesome music playing. Looks like more glow in the dark kind of. So I don't
yeah.
yeah.
And I know a lot of these classes take place in the morning.
Yeah. But I've only ever taken afternoon classes. Today I'm taking a morning though. I'm going
Yeah,
to the Orange Theory class right after this.
that's great to hear. I mean, Orange Theory, I've never really been there, but I feel like I'd be trapped just doing the same stuff. I mean, it'd be good. I mean, hey, you get what you pay for. You have someone tell you what to do, like coach you, and they're experienced trainers, but I feel like I'd be trapped. I want to do some other stuff because my split would consist of either the Arnold split or push pull legs, which Arnold split. I'll explain the
Yeah.
Arnold split to you. I mean, it's chest back, shoulders, arms, and then legs. And you can do legs and shoulders as well, Matt, as well. But I typically like go from split to split like that. And I'll
Is
do
there
cardio and core cardio every day when I'm in the gym, but I do have one rest day where I don't do any physical activity because I feel you should have one rest day where you're not doing a single physical activity. Just give your body a rest. But
yeah, of
then
course.
I'll do core like every other day and sauna every other day, but
Is
on
there
like not on overlapping days. What's your favorite lift, Anna? Like, what do you like doing the most? Like dumbbells or the Smith machine or cardio? Like, tell me, like, would you
well,
rank these?
it all depends on like what you're doing, you know? Like if I'm hitting like glutes and hamstrings, like I'm doing all my workouts on the Smith machine. I'm doing RDLs on the Smith machine, hip thrusts on the machine, box squats, lunges. I do all those on the Smith machine. But if I'm doing like push, I do most of that with dumbbells. I do shoulder presses, chest presses, um uh lat raises. So, but honestly, my favorite, I do love hitting glutes and hamstrings. So that's definitely up there, but I feel like honestly, I don't, this might be very a controversial topic, but I don't mind. I don't mind the treadmill at all. I actually find it kind of like therapeutic. Like I love going on it and like if I'm having a bad day, I'll run on it and I'll put on some music that'll get me hyped. Or even if I'm just like not feeling my workout, I could take it as slow as I can and regardless you're burning calories. You're getting physical activity in. So honestly, I love the treadmill.
Yeah, I mean, I like going on the treadmill too. I love walking and then like listening to like Darth Vader music and feel like Darth Vader. But yeah, I mean, so rank your favorite muscle groups to train, like glutes, chest, back, rank them
Okay,
in
so
order.
glutes and hamstrings number 1, and I love also hitting back and biceps. Um, Cardio and core, I have a love-hate relationship with because I love doing cardio, but I hate doing core. Um, but I guess I'll put that at third because I really don't like hitting push. So that one.
Yeah. We're
I
like
don't mind doing the
opposites.
shoulder workouts, but I don't like chest workouts.
Yeah, we're opposites on that. I'm gonna have to say my favorite day is probably chest and back. I mean, benching and just doing back movements in the same day is just such a feeling. Then shoulders and arms, that's like up there. I love training shoulders and arms, especially on the cut. It's so good. It's like also time. It's very time friendly too because it takes pretty it's short, so you can do all your like core cardio and sauna. Then I'd say after that is push. I love hitting push days. Pull as well. I hit shoulders on pull days as well. Then legs are dead last. I mean, my legs are pretty, they're bigger, but I just can't really train legs. And finally, I'd say glutes is just, I don't really like training glutes.
Yeah, most guys don't, but that's
But,
okay because most girls don't like hitting push.
and whenever I have to do a cardio day, that's just the all-time worst. I'm not going to the gym just to go on the treadmill. I'll go on the treadmill after, but I'm
I do
going to the
that all
gym.
the time.
I know. But for me, it's like if I'm going to the gym, I want to like push heavy weight and like lift heavy weight and go on my roof. If I'm just like going on some hot girl walk on the treadmill, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, what else is there to do? Like, what's your favorite? Like, if you had to like rank the gyms you've been to, like Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym, Crunch, The Edge, and Powerhouse you've been to?
I have not been to Powerhouse. I've only heard of it.
You've only heard of
But
it?
Planet Fitness, I'll give a 7 out of 10. Not the best gym, but it gets the job done. Crunch, I'll give like an 8 because the price is somewhat reasonable. There's a lot of them, and they do have good equipment, and they do have classes. The Edge, honestly, I'd give that 10 out of 10 because, or I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'm only deducting a point because I love how it's super duper affordable. $10 a month is a steal, and it's honestly a great gym. But with that being said, because it's a great gym and it's only $10 a month, it's always packed, and you could
24/7.
24/7. So, and then my favorite of favorite gyms, Gold's Gym. 10 out of
Gold's Gym.
10. Humongous. Price is reasonable for what you're getting. The price is more than reasonable. It's huge. It has saunas, tanning. It even has a daycare. So if you have kids you want to go to the gym, you have no one to watch them, they have a daycare. So honestly, that gym is immaculate. I just wish there was some by me.
I know, and this Gold's Gym is a little different. It's in Middletown. It's like a separate franchise from the Gold's Gym. It's very nicer. They can do it like they have more freedom to do whatever they want, really. But then again, you don't get the travel pass where you go to all the Gold's Gyms. You can only go to Gold's Gym Middletown, Gold's Gym Newburgh. But it's a separate franchise, and it's very nice for what you're getting. It's in the old Sears in the Galleria. And yeah,
Yeah.
if I had to rank my gyms, I mean, one obviously Gold's. I mean, it's super affordable, and for what you're getting, it's a steal. Because then I went to another, and then honestly, too, I'd say the Edge because $10 a month, you can't beat it. But then again, it's always packed, and I don't like that. But it has everything I need to a T. Next, I'd have to say Bobby V's Sacred Heart, just the rec center, and just gets the job done, but it's always packed and very small. But it'll get the job done. It really helped me in the first few months of lifting. Next is
Yeah.
Planet Fitness. No benches, no nothing. At least it has a locker room and like water fountain. And it has everything to an extent. Not my kind of dumbbells. Don't go up heavier than 75s. I usually use like the hundreds to 110s, but it gets the job done. I want to check out that Middletown location. And finally, Arson's dead last. I That gym was really bad. It's $70 a month, no locker room, very bad bathroom, and no water fountain. It was the worst. But thank you so much, Brianna, for coming on.
No problem. Just keep achieving your goals, guys.
Yep, keep achieving your goals. And that's all for today. This is the Rep Talk Podcast, the final episode.